B, C, D, E, F, G. It's my alphabet.
What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Producer Lounge, episode 105.
105.
Son,
You know what that is in numerology?
it doesn't matter.
Nope, does not at all.
Nope. But you know what does matter, folks, is that we're brought to you by Always 400.
Yep.
And you can go to always400.com for a whole bunch of stuff. You need mixing, you need one-on-one lessons, you need acoustic panels, and you live in the Denver metro area.
Yep. Yep.
Wow, that was a fun sound the whole time. Yeah. Also, exclamation point Discord and chat if you want to join the Discord and hang out with us throughout the week.
Yeah, I think our Discord actually just surpassed Kenny Beats Discord.
I think that's right.
It's the #1 most popular music Discord.
Yep,
So
yep.
get on in there.
I mean, yeah, he's got like a couple hundred in there, right?
Yeah, it's not a lot.
At least, just 100. We have like 103. So
Yeah, we just passed them. So, anyways, folks, welcome back. This show is gonna be basically us sitting here chatting about music production things, DAW related things, synthesizer related things, DAW Nation related things.
oh shit, going behind the DAW.
Yo, quick shout out to Miss
Nation?
Oh,
Tina.
sheesh.
Oh,
And then big shout out to the Submaster himself,
Wow.
Mick Dubs.
Oh,
how many months does that say?
22 months.
Submaster.
22 months? Are you
Damn, son.
fucking kidding me?
That means we're almost
That's
2 years.
Big ups.
Yeah. Y'all don't even know.
You can get a gang.
That's absurd.
It
Just started, my bruh.
did just start. Welcome,
How'd you find us? She
Sheldon.
Shihi Ladon.
Sheldon.
Shihi Ladon.
Iden.
Sheldon Dione.
You guys rule. You rule, dude. Or gal. Dude's non.
It's
binary.
Sheldon.
It's
Sheldon.
Sheldon. Cool.
Sheldon.
Of
Of course.
Yeah, feel free to
Sup,
drop
boy?
music production related questions in
Yeah.
chat. Anything music related.
Oh,
We're
welcome to
here.
TikTok.
We're open.
Let's go.
We got a cumulative 16, 20, like 24 years of experience together.
64.
64 at least.
I was in
Yeah.
the DAW from age 3.5
Yeah.
Right.
on.
Yeah.
I
know?
was born in the DAW.
I was born in the DAW.
I was born in it.
I was born in the DAW.
So,
It surrounded me.
quick shout out all of our Dawn Nation massive.
We're just hyping up Dot Nation this one.
It's
Shout
such-
out Dot Nation.
It's such a silly name.
Donation.
Yeah.
Dawn Nation, dude.
Dawn. What? Dawn Nation?
No, but big shouts out
Daw,
to
dude.
TikTok massive for showing good old Sheldon here the way in.
Oh, no shit. It actually worked. Yeah. Let's go.
Bro.
So I want to
Let's
hop into a quick topic.
Yeah.
Real
all right.
quick.
Let's get going.
All right.
This one's for Austin because he'll probably
Fucking nail the answer. Let's go.
Is it
Right.
about butt sex?
no, but it's a thing in
I
Ableton.
would nail that answer.
It's an
Okay,
Ableton
okay,
thing.
okay,
so
okay.
Oh,
he's
wow.
our resident Ableton expert now. How often do you use Corpus, specifically on bass sounds?
I had a phase from like year 2 to 4 where I was like constantly experimenting with it. These days, God, I never touch it anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When AC was first getting into Ableton like 4 months ago, we were playing around with it a little bit because I was like, dude, if you just want to make like weird intro, like ambient shit, it's a great one for it. And you resample.
Oh, sure. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
okay.
great
That's
for stuff
so
like that.
true. Like
For
a
super slow
metallic-y
stuff.
kind of
Just a little impact thing on the one.
weirdness
Yeah. Yeah.
that you can't get from a lot of things.
Exactly. Exactly.
Little resonator. What was your favorite one?
Pipe and tube.
Okay, I was going to say those two seem like the most interesting.
Yeah, those ones, they give the coolest effect, and all the other ones seem to be like super harsh, and they always just end up like
Right.
blowing out high end, or not blowing it out, but just it's all resonant up there. Like Membrane sucks, fucking like Bell sucks.
I
Other
remember
ones.
John using Membrane to do drum synthesis.
Oh, I could maybe see it for drums.
I think he was
If
using
you tune
on,
it
like,
down
snares.
a little, just try and get the little like
Yeah, for like
fundamental of the snare.
right, for like the body ring kind of thing. Right. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So resonators isn't really part of your workflow these days that much.
No, because it's like something we've talked about a bunch on the podcast. Is you kind of just inevitably get just the resonator sound. It's pretty hard to make it unique.
Right.
And you can like subtly, you kind of push it into sound, but like it just always sounds like a resonator.
Right. And yeah, that's what I've kind of the point of this question is me kind of toying with. Not necessarily resonators, but like the cool part that they impart on sounds when you're using them subtly.
Yeah, what's a good way to use them?
Yeah, like what's a cool way to use that resonate-y kind of node selector kind of workflow.
Node selector.
Node selector.
Shout out our node selector massive.
I love that everyone's always constantly trying to join the stream. You fucking wish, TikTok.
Hey,
Get your ass out of here.
Head over to twitch.tv/always400official. It's right there. So one way, because I am in Bitwig, as some of you folks know, I am not in Ableton.
Yeah, obviously.
So how do I go about getting
a resonator?
There is a resonator in Bitwig, but
Okay.
but specifically without using the resonators, because resonators, as you've just kind of described, it's 0 to 60 pretty quick. Like it's just like resonator, like the whole time.
Resonator.
I am resonating.
And so I've been kind of toying with combs and how you can kind of get them to kind of give you a little bit of a resonance. If you tune them down low enough in like the 40, 50s, and then you like kind of high pass it up, so you're just getting that high end stuff. You can get a kind of fucking move.
Oh yeah.
And then via AU5, I found out there's a little trick in Serum Effects, which I did not know about, which is really cool, and we're going to go through that now.
Whoa.
If only I used Serum, but
we're going behind the DAW with DAW Nation today.
Oh, shit. Shout out Dawn Nash.
Yeah, my go-to comb filter move has always been to put a random on the cutoff and have it kind of because whenever you change it, it sounds like
right.
It's almost like a tape delay, kind of like a pitching effect that happens with it, and I love that.
Yeah, totally.
But let's see what.
So we're just going to use Serum.
Look at that sweet skin.
But you can use it with
Ew.
Serum Effects, but I'll just do this so it simplifies what we're doing here. Right. Turn this down.
At least we're in Bitwig, you know.
All right, so
makes Serum look a little better.
let's just grab a basic shape and another basic shape.
Gotta love basic shapes.
Just so we can.
Serum sauce is funny as a couple words together. There, she, Iden. I'm just gonna keep pronouncing your name wrong. I'm sorry. Because it's almost like the same thing. I guess one is poison or something. Serum sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Serum sauce.
It's like saying sauce.
Right.
A little bit.
Little sauce.
Little sauce serum.
So here's basic thing.
That's my next plugin that I'm gonna make. It's gonna be a synthesizer called Sauce.
That's not bad, actually.
Sauce'em.
And then you throw drip on it. You throw drip on the sauce.
Oh, drip the sauce?
Drip the sauce,
Let's
dude.
go. I'm going to make millions.
A fun shape.
Dude, you're so good at synthesis.
Lightning
Oh,
speed.
my God.
How long have you been doing this, dude? You said like 60 years?
Ooh.
Quick tip. Automate your drive.
Always a fun move.
Always the move, baby.
Yeah.
So now, what you're going to do is in the filter, under phalanges,
Oh, phalanges?
there is comb
Dude, these are my favorite ones.
HL6 negative.
Yeah.
So the way this was described is it's a comb filter in a bandpass.
Nice.
So
very cool.
Think of a bandpass. Then within that bandpass, you have the combing, and then it kind of evens back out on the other end. So let's start. I think you have to basically turn up this HL wind, whatever the fuck.
High low pass is what that's got to be, right?
High low window.
So that's what makes the band.
I think that's like opening the window, the cue of the band.
Okay.
I think.
And what is the other one? Resonance and drive?
Yeah, so your drive is just going to push it, but the resonance is what's going to bring out all the combing peaks.
Right.
So now you have...
Fun.
So what you're going to do now is you're going to find...
Find that G spot. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Find a fun spot.
Make that synth.
Kind of drive it in.
Oh, Caleb. My little serum knobs.
And then...
You twist them so well.
I bring the mix back.
Okay.
So you get that original... You get the nice wub happening. You know, where it's just tapping the distortion just right. And then you slowly add in that resonant.
Yeah.
And then you know, if you're feeling saucy,
Ooh.
shift alt that bad boy.
I'm feeling serumy.
Feeling serumy and syrupy.
Syrup.
Syrup.
And you can kind of get it to yoink.
I saw a total side note, but there's a syrup skin for syrup. Oh yeah, you hear the little
a little bit of a yoink happening.
And it kind of emphasizes like tonality in it. Another one I like to do is throw the LFO on the resonance and the HL one. And if you're going for like a rhythmy like kind of thing, yeah, because if you boost those up too hard, yeah, it just fucks your ears. But with the LFO,
right?
Yeah, it just kind of emphasizes. Ooh.
Oh.
Bruv.
Sound
Mono.
boy.
Bristol. London. Hey, Sheehy Dawn.
So that's free for you guys.
Tell me what kind of music you make and what DAW you use.
Caleb, thank you for dropping those knowledge bombs.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a fun little... I've been doing that a lot. Trying to... And that works better than a comb filter. Although, you can use a comb into a bandpass to do kind of a
like
similar thing.
Multiple filters.
Right, kind of to do the same thing. But this is nice because you can kind of just pull up Serum Effects real quick on anything, grab that one, tune it to whatever node you want. And what I did is I didn't like the node on a certain bass sound I was making. There was like one node in like 500s that was just kind of muddying up everything because it was hitting the distortion first, and I couldn't really get it to behave. So I ducked it, and then after that I used that filter on Serum Effects to add a node at that frequency from the comb or a resonator inside of that, and that gave me a more stable node right there that I could turn up or down to like get it to flatten out the whole sound, and it worked fucking great.
Nice.
Fucking real nice.
Nice. That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
That's fun. I kind of like the idea of almost doing it manually. You have like comb filter and then bandpass, because then you can just affect the bandpass to like sweep through the comb filter instead of like adding the LFO knob to the cutoff in Serum is just making the whole comb filter move. You can kind of just move the bandpass around.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
Both are sick, but never thought about doing that one.
For the sake of us having it, we're gonna use Shade.
If you guys don't know about Shade, this plugin is so sick.
We'll just make a comb filter and then we'll make a bandpass after it. That way.
Oh yeah.
Here's
Look at that.
Here's our bandpass.
Wow. Jesus.
Right. This dude, Shade is sick.
The visual on that is so nice.
It's so sick, right?
And what we have to do though
What, and then you bring the mix down or something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in a group.
Right. There's a mix knob on groups in Bitwig for all those suckers using Ableton.
No.
So let's first identify our node we want. Let's go for this like 1K range.
Okay.
Now let's turn this on. Let's get a real ringy boy.
Yeah. Rhythm.
And let's fucking let's distort after that.
For those of you that are tuning in on TikTok, you can't hear anything going on in the DAW. Hop on over to Twitch.
Yep. Sorry,
Come check
guys.
us out. Whoa. This is the new one you just got?
Yeah, I'm just
Let's go.
We're just gonna clip or just push the comb.
Oh, that's a big clip too?
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Let's soft clip.
Oh, nice. I kind of like doing it through shade because then you can see all the frequencies visually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Plenty,
you can do
plenty of little moves you can do with this bad boy.
Right? Whoa. Whoa.
Look at the shape on that
I
shit.
know, isn't that absurd?
and add like a room. Like a real short one.
a little tiny room. Oh yeah.
It's all
You
ringy.
gotta do the late size down for it to be real short. But
Yeah.
I haven't used Valhalla Room in so long.
same.
I don't know how not ringy I want it because you could always fucking. Oops.
Bam. Oh yep, pull everything up.
Classic OG OTT right here.
Yeah, yeah.
The ring is cool. Anyways,
Yeah.
folks,
It's fun doing it in shade because then
combs are fun.
you can throw some LFOs inside of shade or envelopes.
Right.
Give it subtle
right.
little movement over time if you wanted.
Yeah, the one quick little tidbit there. You throw the little OTT after whatever the fucking thing you're doing is, and you're gonna hear all the leftover little bits that come after it.
And that's
Throw
when you
like 3 or 4 of them after, and then just listen for what happens when the sound starts to die down.
right.
For
And
your own usefulness.
that's when you magically go from bass sound design to pad sound design. You just hear that ring, and then you just extend the clip all the way out, resample that ring,
Right.
get
right.
your ring out. Now you get your fucking ring on a pad, start
Yeah.
fucking
Distort
reverbing
it.
Yep, doing a bunch of shit, high pass, low pass, that
Yeah.
bad boy.
Now you have basses and a pad.
Yeah, that all work together.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
all made out of the same shit. But you got to be good at pushing shit around and making it be its own in its own area in those situations. You really got to fuck them up.
Yeah, and you got to be you got to be willing to walk down the path of fucking
Righteousness.
Yeah, but basically like being willing to stop your bass sound design to follow the fucking rabbit hole that is that ringing pad that you're like, oh, if I sample this,
Oh, yeah.
and just you have to commit to go down that 2-hour
Yeah.
hole because you know you could not you
Or
could be
15
like,
minutes.
Yeah, it could not be
Yeah.
that long.
2
But-
hours, probably a lot for pad making, but also maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, who knows?
Sometimes it takes 2 hours to make a pad.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A good one.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
That depresses me. It's a long time for.
But maybe you're just having fun and tweaking.
I can tell you right now, I want to sample the ringing of that thing and make a pad right now.
I know.
Right.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Play chords with it.
Right, exactly.
It's already got its own weird
dissonance.
Just harmonics.
Yeah.
Built into the weird thing that you already made weird.
Right, it's
harmonically,
not a perfect...
and then you turn that into a pad and play it. Now it's fucking doing weird shit for you.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Just real quick. We just go in here, extend this here clip out.
Oh, put your money where your mouth is kind of thing? Sizzle. That worked great.
Let's...
Yeah, you can just put a couple in there if you want.
Yep, I know, baby. Silence. Boom, pad.
Oh. It's got a little bit of a loopage kind of vibe to it.
It does kind of have a little bit of a loopage vibe to it.
Wow, Bitwig's sampler looks crazy.
Kind of looks like Ableton's.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got a little ADSR, AHDSR down there that's assignable. So you can take it and put it to any of the other things within the plugin. It's got a little filter section. You got...
Oh. We're almost getting UFO-y.
Basically is getting UFO-y. Yeah, this is how you make soundtracks.
Right.
Soundtrack.
Very cool.
Sound. So yeah, that's.
I would love a fucking just an ad lib
sound
in my library that's just like soundtrack.
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 Hilarious.
This is soundtrack music.
And then you just put in like 10 sounds.
Right. Yeah, and then what you could do, you get
hilarious.
Wow, the crowd is wild today. Thank you all for being here.
They're laughing so hard.
Yeah, something.
I think it'd be kind of fun to just make a bunch of those, have a little sound design day, and then save just like 4-bar loops or 8-bar loops of those, and then you could just have little drone samples you want to throw into your track to like start some ambience.
I love drones. Those are some of my favorite pads, especially for like bass music. Like you don't always want like a Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
You want kind of a fucking. One second.
These days,
You want a little one of these to kind of just keep the tension the whole time.
Yeah, just hold it, carry it. Right. Yeah, these days I'd like never want a Rhodes or a piano.
Yeah, it's like really, it's got to be real specific. The vibe's got to be like, I'm doing boom bap.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do boom bap. And
I am making lo-fi.
Yeah. That might go bass, but it's going to be.
This is bedroom pop.
Yeah. It's a hip hop beat.
Even on bedroom pop, I'm probably not using a lounge lizard.
No, I'd rather use an E-piano. Just like a super basic pad that's just like fucking a root and a third and a fifth oscillators.
Yeah, make your own
that are just sine waves.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, the classic sine wave sound is so good. A little bit of noise on it.
I love an E-piano.
It's okay, guys. We're fuzz. Deep nerds. Sure. You know, like, you don't have to do this, but that just makes us better that you don't want to do it, you know? It just is what it is. You know, you want to be good? Find yourself in a place where you don't use pianos and Rhodes anymore because you're so bored of them.
You just want
Give that a try.
You just want the sauciest shit, and not even analog gear will suffice. Because I mean, let's face it, you can get an emulation for just about anything, and they're pretty damn close. Add an RC20 on it, bada bing, bada boom, whatever. It sounds like an analog synth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can spend a whole bunch of money on analog shit, and you're going to get really nice sounds, especially if you have...
I'd say rack gear over, like...
You're going to need the rack gear in order to get the other shit to sing a little bit, I feel like.
Well, yeah, sure.
If you get a fucking Moog, you got to record it in, and now you need fucking good... you need a good interface. You need good preamps. You need good whatever those things are called.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole ecosystem you got to buy.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Right, which...
And then you're going to just let it get dusty because it's so much easier to go and pull up Phase Plant.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to be hyped for like 3 months, 6 months, and be like...
Right, which...
slowly just fades.
Where I say the modular is probably better for most modern producers. If you're like a hip hop producer or a pop producer and everybody just wants to hear a Juno, then sure, buy a Juno, but you could also just buy the soft synth version of it.
Or just get creative and do something different.
Yeah, but if you have a gig and they're like, we want a Juno sounding thing with this, and you're like, I'm getting paid, whatever. But like, if you want to make cool shit, like make a keyboard that people are like, wait, what the fuck is that? And you're like, well, it was drums that I then threw in through this, and I just sat on them for like 4 months, and then I decided to put them through Biome on the master, and then there was one little snippet that I just looped.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what?
Yeah, like I made a sound that essentially sounds like someone's letting the air out of a balloon. Just just like a weird sound like that, and it's a vocal. Yeah. That's being sampled. Honestly,
sounds sick.
Really easy way to get some really fucking weird sound is grab any kind of tonal thing, throw it into a sampler, and you're good.
Yeah.
Vocals samples are a huge way to do it.
And anything real world, like vocals.
Yeah.
Or any sort of real world thing where all the harmonics are strange.
And it's in a space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a triangle.
Ding. Right.
Yeah. That's actually something I've been thinking about the past like 3 days is using the past 3 whole days.
Not 4.
Not 4, not 2. The magic number 3. Been knocking around in the old Nogger. Basic shapes are like super, super unnatural. And they're very clean, and I get why a lot of people use them, produces a cleaner tone.
Fundamental.
They're fundamental. Yeah, you get nice tones, like everyone uses them, but like they're so unnatural. Like you're never, ever, ever. Maybe there's like the slightest like 0.1 to the negative like 20th degree chance that you get like a perfect like saw wave in nature or a perfect sine even, but like that's not gonna happen.
No.
And if it does, it's like a few cycles of the sound. So I would encourage everyone to just explore weird waveforms.
Right.
There's a bunch of like you can make your own. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean samples are a better place to start because if you start using like weird wavetables in Serum to try and make shit, it just ends up sounding like noise unless you're like really running it through a specific kind of processing. But found sounds, that's where like the sauce is. Like if a sound naturally gives off a subtone, you can fucking harness that.
Great. Yeah. You pitch it down.
You can harness it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Whatever you need. It's right there for you.
Yeah, right.
You can take a kick drum and make all the sounds that you need for a song. So if you can do that, and then you can take anything and turn it into a kick drum, then all you need is a thing.
Right. Yeah. To circle it back around, a few years ago when I was in the like exploring Corpus phase, I was making a lot of my bass sounds just out of a kick drum and Corpus and like an absurd amount of distortion in OTT, I'm sure. But like the tonality of like everything was insane. And it was so chaotic, but it was so cool.
Yeah, I have a wub in phase plant that I can pull up here, and it's made with a kick as like
sick.
the wave table. And
nice.
It's fucking wily.
Yeah.
So Wily Boy. It's very high strung. It's very like it's very tense. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But
That's fun.
Yeah, that shit's fun. Making shit from other shit.
Mm-hmm. It's a classic move.
It's basically our lives, you know.
It's the most favorite thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If the sound goes in and it stays the same, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, well,
Right.
I kind of want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
I need to make it different. I need to make it different, make a melody out of it, and then fuck the whole melody up, and then make that into another thing by chopping that up, and then maybe I'll find the thing that I need right there. But it needs like the layers and layers of bullshit to like make me feel good about it.
I know, right?
I need to know that it's been through the fucking
Right.
churning before we're using it.
Through the old butter churner.
So here's this kick.
Yeah, we're on Spotify. He Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look up the Producer Lounge.
For the podcast or for our music?
Over 100 episodes.
The podcast is on there, and we have some stuff on there.
It's also on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to find current-ish productions of mine and Dave's over here, you can look up Mona Lisa Hamilton on Spotify. That's our little lo-fi project we had before the podcast.
A couple years ago.
So here's this.
By current, he means a couple years ago.
Yeah, I said current-ish.
Yeah. By current-ish.
Let's go.
Like it's very high-strung and tense in the mids. But it's literally just a kick, and it's been like doubled up because it's the fucking harmonics. But
Nice.
Man, you can really do a lot with
also
that.
sound, no noise on it, and I think that's. Yeah. Of course, it's hitting the distortions just right.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
Donk it. Ooh. Yeah.
Dude, did I just come up with a fucking bass house track? Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun. If only Bass House was still cool.
Aw. I like bass house.
Get over it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamming. Look at us go.
Wait, why did we stop?
But wait, there's more.
We just, the whole rest of the podcast is just us being like,
No beat, just the bass line.
pretty good.
Here's another one I made. I don't know if the kick's in that one.
Oh.
The kick's just in that one, the top one? I guess, yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say and seen a lot of YouTube videos where people were trying to replicate Snail's sound design.
Right.
Snail's sound design.
I bet you've looked for that.
Yeah.
I bet you have.
Yeah, back in the day. And everybody seems to think that it's he does a similar thing where it's just kick as your waveform and then you just process it in whatever way, have fun with that.
Right.
And it kind of makes sense because that a little bit when you were playing with it, I was almost like, oh, it's got that. It's got that. Yeah. I'm so curious if he actually does that though, or if other people were just like, this kind of sounds right. Do this.
Right. I've also thought, is it like you know how you can take a saw wave and tune it down so low that you're like hearing the cycles.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
And then you just make that your top bass, and you just add a normal sub under it, and then process from there.
Right.
Is kind of how I thought. Although I've never really tried doing that.
No.
I've always just kind of been like, oh, that would make sense.
You don't like throw up sounds.
You're like puking.
You're not
in your
into
bass?
like diarrhea as
Dude,
sound
diarrhea
design.
bass? What?
No, dude.
Come on. Yeah.
I mean,
Top tier. The ladies love it. You want to get the girls
that's
shaking
for
on
you.
the dance
That's
floor?
for you, Austin. That's for you.
Yeah.
You can keep it
Hilarious.
going.
no.
You can carry on the legacy of snails.
Carry that torch.
Hilarious.
I got you, snails.
Shout out snails.
Shout out snails.
Snail daddy.
Hey,
that's
stay away from that
interesting.
salt. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck salt, dude. Fuck salt.
Careful, snails. Don't want you fucking drying up now. We got to keep those beats wet.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Wet and
Yeah,
sloppy.
moisture. We need
Moist.
moisture. No salt.
No salt. No salt.
Not like Party B. Party B is covered in salt.
Yeah.
Dry as fuck.
Yeah.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of spice.
The way we like it is salty.
Yeah, we like
That's right.
salty.
Salty
We
in the
like beef jerky, really.
yeah.
Yeah. Dry.
I like a
Dry,
beef jerky, but it's
meaty.
not all the
No,
way. You still get some like
You look at the
hardiness
bag.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you look at the bag and there's like moisture on the inside of the bag. You're like, this is gonna be a good bag.
It's gonna be a good bag.
This is gonna be a good bag
Yep.
of BJ, dude.
That's right.
Dude.
Good bag of BJ.
Beef jerky. That's
You
the
like
name of a
beef
song
jerky
right
there, Sheldon? I hope you do.
Beef jerky.
Go on.
I'm just trying to remember that one thing.
Like a vocal thing for someone?
That's my meat or whatever the thing was.
This. Don't start no beef. This my thing. This my meat.
This
This my thing. This my meat.
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky. Teriyaki till I die. Oh, okay.
Dude,
All
teriyaki
right.
beef jerky all day.
I'm a crack pepper. I just want.
Give me some
Oh.
spiciness
Yeah,
at least.
I just want the crack pepper because
nah.
the spiciness coming from that crack pepper is the best.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
need some of that.
For those of you out there on TikTok tuning in, hop on over to Twitch. Feel free to ask us questions about music production. We have hundreds of years of experience in the DAW. We're willing to share for you for free. You don't want to miss out. Sheldon's not missing out.
No, he Don is not missing out, and he knows.
Sheldon.
He said meth salt is better, and
Meth
Damn.
Party B knows a little something about meth salt.
True.
It's true.
and bath salts.
Sheldon, if you want a current project, you can go check out Party B on SoundCloud. PARTIB.
Yep.
Party
Also,
B.
if you want to hear weird bass music, don't check out my stuff because it's none
check
of
out,
that.
Check out this guy right here.
It's a really easy to pronounce name. No one ever gets it wrong.
Aznadel.
Spelled it wrong.
As he spells it wrong.
Aznadel.
Aznadel.
Also known as Asian Adele.
Asian Adele. That one kills me inside every time I fucking hear it.
Asian Adele.
Just think about what you just said for a second. Do you think someone would call themselves that for their project?
Arabic?
I want to start a project just called literally just 2 words.
Yeah, Asian Adele.
Asian Adele. And then
I bet she's out there. I bet there's
You
an
could-
Asian impersonator of Adele.
Right.
Out in
Oh.
South Korea.
That would
Killing
be
it.
amazing.
Killing the game.
Well, I want to steal her thunder and make my own version of it.
Okay.
It will not be racist at all.
Yeah, no,
I
it's fine.
proclaim.
Mm.
You're not culturally appropriating.
I will not
Culturally
do
cherishing.
racist sounding things
Nah.
Of
in my
course
Asian
not.
Adele project. Not at all. I'm just gonna have it. It's gonna be Adele-ish songs with an Asian accent on the vocals. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of the way.
That's the first time I've heard that one. Is that the name of an old wooden ship? Aznadel.
No.
SS Aznadel.
SS Aznadel.
I like it. I like it.
Arr.
Oh, look. It be the Aznadel.
Be the Aznadel.
Drop the
Aznadel
sails.
on the horizon.
Pull up the anchor and drop the
Plop. The
or raise
Bring
the
out your
sails.
hookers.
Wow. You heard it here
the
first, folks.
precious
It's
cargo.
a large wood in ship.
It's a large wood. Didn't ship.
I think you wrote something down.
I did. I slipped it in though. We had a perfect
Oh,
segue
nice.
into
Look
it.
at
Yeah.
you go.
It was the basic shapes are unnatural thing,
Oh, nice.
right?
There you go.
Um.
Just making it look like natural and smooth. Like we
Yeah.
do this
Yeah, dude. We do. We're
over
professionals.
100 times.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, no.
We're amazing.
It is a professional show, everybody.
Yeah. One thing I have wanted to talk about the past few weeks that I never really slipped in. It's hard to go off though, so I guess this can maybe be the little tip of the week. It's kind of a shorty. Is evolving your kick transients. So I was breaking down a Joyride and Skrillex track like forever ago and realized in their intro, I don't know if they did it in the drop, but on the intro, just the transient, like the high end and little noise bits were changing on like 8 kicks out of the first like 2 bars of the loop or whatever.
A layer on top of the kicks?
Possible.
But still, there's still overall the texture of the kicks is changing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the main
it sounded like the kick itself.
You're
was
listening
doing
to
something.
it and looking at it, and it seemed slightly different each time.
Yeah. And that section of their song was like relatively open. Like it didn't have a lot of high-endy things going on, which made me think it could have been something. Could have easily just been like percussion layers on it, just evolving the tonality. But it was still just making me think like that's kind of a fun idea. If anybody has kick 2, just print out the same kick 4 times, 8 times with like a slightly different pitch in the transient or a whole different transient sample itself.
Yeah, those kicks are hitting the limiter slightly different each time because of it or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I was thinking of when you were saying that is when it's in an open area, if the kick is kind of alone without a bunch of high end stuff, have a little bit of fuzz on that kick, and then once a bunch of more high endy stuff comes in, i.e. your hi hats or a synth, you can take that back away so it can kind of turn your attention to those other things in that moment.
True.
Totally.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Right.
We also use different snares constantly.
Yeah.
So who's to say you can't use a bunch of different kicks?
Exactly, right? Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, you could.
If you wanted to.
Oh, I thought
if
you were
want.
My guess.
I thought you were going to keep going with like you could.
You could
use
blank with
different
blank.
kicks. Yeah.
Yoda
Mando.
down.
Mando.
Baby Yoda down.
No, Grogu.
Another thing.
Yeah, Grogu. See that sweet cloud, Caleb?
That was a sick cloud, dude.
Thanks.
What I used to always do is a lot of the time I would have my main kick that was the drops and the groove sections. They would get that main kick, and then the intro sections would get a different kick. And maybe it was just like a pitched up version of the same kick, or maybe it was a completely different kick. I don't really love doing that anymore. Usually nowadays I'll just render my kick channel into another channel and do some like EQing and like processing. Maybe some roomage or something like that,
some
just
automation.
to get it to like be a weird squishy boxy bit of a kick, so that when the drop happens it actually like slams you.
Yeah, that's usually what I'll do is I'll have like my main kick, and then once I know the arrangement's basically there and I know I'm not going to really fuck with that main kick a whole lot besides its level maybe, or its length or things like that, then I'll render down a version and then put it in a weird room or a weird box or shorten it or tune it around, and then that'll
Change
be
the formant.
Yeah, that'll be the intro and or break and or fill kick kind of thing. So it's all still going to match at the end of the day with the main kick during the drop or during the main section, but they're all kind of slightly flavored. But putting the top end on them specifically for certain things is of interest to me.
Yeah, it's a fun idea, right?
That's fun. Having one that's like I could do it just by rendering one down, and then just having one that's slightly more pushed with an OTT on it. Would do that.
Especially if you have a kick here that's getting supported by a bass. Maybe you don't need as much high-end shenanigans, but then one's kind of on its own over here, so you give it the little bit of extra love on the high-end. Although
/ length.
I feel like
I was going to say length would be an
that's
interesting
wild.
one to play with. Shorter and longer kicks within the thing.
Your short ones with your bass, the longer ones when there's no bass happening.
Yeah, that's fun. That's a lot of
But
fun.
very subtle, because the moment you go like along with it, then it's like boom, boom, boom,
Right.
boom,
Sure.
or whatever you're trying to make.
Yeah.
It's super easy to make those kicks too long.
I feel like I have a hard enough time getting. I always am trying to get my kicks to sound consistently the same throughout the song, and I have the issue where I'm getting like a little bit of extra pumping because it's mixing in with bass and whatever other things that are happening in a moment. And I'm always annoyed about that. So I'm always trying to get rid of that and try and figure out how to get the kicks to be consistent. So it's a funny thing to try and make them not consistent.
You make them inconsistent.
In my head, I'm like, fuck, I guess I already figured out how to make them pretty much consistent. So now I'll make them that way, but also then change them.
Yeah.
Which is a hilarious concept.
Right.
It's like, I should just be bad. You know? Like, why don't I just be bad instead?
And it's
the same thing.
It plays on the idea of like the complexity of the track. If the track's not very complex, you probably don't need to have like 4 different variations of the kicks.
Totally.
You know? If it's a super intricate track that's like 6 minutes long and it's very Mr. Billy, sure. Fucking have like quite a few different variations of kicks and shit, but like for a tech house banger, you probably just need like the intro kick that's like high pass, and then
and then you're
the
good.
full kick kind of thing.
And honestly, it makes me think like the common listener is not going to notice.
No,
if your kick transient is changing or subtly more
the
OTT.
common listener is retarded.
Is Wakanda.
Wakanda.
But
Wakanda's sick.
You heard it in Skrillex's track, so there's going to be people who hear it in, more producer listening material. There's some music out there that producers are going to listen to and be like engaged the whole time, be like, oh, they changed the kick transient on there. That's nice.
Right.
And getting that clout is nice.
Yeah, sometimes you are just kind of making your song for another producer to listen to.
Sometimes,
And you're like, I don't really care if the common person likes this. This one's for the producer. There.
This one's for the boys.
Suck my nuts, motherfuckers. Trying to figure out how to make a song sound this cool.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on? Good.
Yeah.
You're lost? Exactly. That guy's not, because he's fucking Don H, dude.
Don H, bro. What you know about it?
From that Don H, dude. Shout out.
Don H.
Hey, quick shout out to our TikTok massive over there in the corner.
Massive.
Love y'all. Head over to twitch.tv/always400official and join the crew, guys. Come hang out.
Yeah, come on.
We're just about to start the rapid fire segment.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's going to get hot in here.
We thought of a great one in the garage. I want to bring that one up.
Sheldon, the background is real. Thank you very much.
It is.
How dare you?
How dare you even question
Sheehy
that?
Don in here talking nonsense.
Shaheladin the Great? Come on, dude.
For the Shaheladins.
It's pretty hard taking care of the plants, honestly, because the plants are real as well.
Yeah,
they get no sunlight.
That plant is not.
We have some
real.
We have some fake lights in here.
That one's fake. That plant over there in the corner. Right.
Yeah.
But this one's real. There's another ficus behind Dave over there.
Hiding. We did get also a mini mixer right over here on my right, which is pretty cool.
And that duck,
custom mini sized.
The duck's alive.
The duck is also alive.
Yeah, we got a little LED that just sits right behind the bong.
Yeah.
Also,
to give it a little bit of a backlight.
Are these functions up here?
Yeah, it's hard to see.
They're actually, I kind of just like glued a bunch of speakers together.
Nice. Yeah. Function 2s.
Yeah, function 2s.
They're rips of functions, obviously.
Yeah.
They're toys.
Yeah.
They're for looks.
That's a good one.
And we also have the hardware Bitwig and Ableton compressors up on the on-air side, of course. Yeah. We have the hardware versions of those, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Because you didn't think they made the hardware version of Ableton
You're going to
compressor?
have to get certified to figure that out.
Yep.
Yeah. I do miss our old studio space, though. I love this one. This one's amazing, but the last
brick?
one was fun. Yeah, the little weird corner wall behind us.
Yeah, the brick
Our
one.
last warehouse spot.
Yeah.
That was a good one. But we gotta change and evolve and move on.
Yeah. This will not stay the same.
It will not.
Nope.
We'll move the little knickknacks on the shelf here and there.
It will change around.
Once we make our next mill, we'll build out a new area and we'll be good to go.
Exactly.
And we'll love it.
Yeah, shouts Denver.
I don't know why I said Denver less than Colorado, but you get my point. Folks,
Is it about that time?
Are you guys ready for rapid fire?
Rapid fire time. This is a new segment we just randomly adopted. Base Capital, baby.
That's right, baby. You know.
Yep. Shaheladon the Great gets it.
There's a reason
Fuck yeah,
that
Sheldon.
we
That's right.
based this podcast here. We all moved here. We all lived in Greenland previously. I know you can't hear the accent, but it's there.
It's there. It's there.
So
All
we kind of already
rapid fire.
we're gonna have to
Rapid
kill
fire.
one because we already talked about it.
Oh. Well, which one was it? I'm just curious.
Just Combs on bass sounds.
Oh, okay.
Which folks
Combs on bass sounds was a rapid fire question.
Yeah, like
Yeah, what was the...
what do you think about them?
okay.
Like,
Oh.
have you
I
fucked
see.
with them?
Yeah, okay.
Also, Sheldon and everybody else in chat, the thousands of you participating, feel free to answer along with us. We're
Yep.
curious about your answers.
That's right.
Yep.
This is a fun interactive segment.
Interactive segment.
Interactive, baby.
Yeah.
Rapid fire question number 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Dusty hats or clean hats?
Oh.
It
Depends on the genre. We get to pick one. We have to pick one. Clean.
Dusty.
Clean.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to make it dusty than to make
Oh.
it clean.
Really?
I'd say so.
I agree with Shaheladon.
I like we had
Dusty
the
as
same.
well.
Wow,
We had the same math that we were doing, just in the opposite
In the
direction. I'm like,
It's easy.
well,
to
I
make it clean.
can clean up a dusty
You were
hat.
saying you could clean it, yeah.
And you're like, I can make a clean hat dusty. So
You can do both.
yeah.
I'm the odd one out, though.
It's really just a dumb question. Like, obviously, you want both.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the point of a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
Second rapid fire question. Are we ready?
Really
Where do you
coming
put-
at us quick here?
Where do you put pre-delay?
Like the millisecond
No, like when do you use it?
pre-delay. I don't.
There's okay. Yeah.
I don't.
There's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah, I never fuck with the pre-delay.
Okay.
Pre-delay, reverbs, delays, compressors.
Yeah, compressors have one.
Yeah.
I love a pre-delay on a compressor, and then sidechain.
Mm.
If you want me to be specific, reverb or delay.
Oh, I just get one.
No, but when do you use it?
Use it more. Reverb.
Yeah, but when?
Oh.
Like what do you?
Like what element?
No,
Like what
like
element you use
when
then?
I'm reverbing vocals, I use a lot of pre-delay.
Mm.
Or what?
When do I use
Yes.
pre-delay? I use pre-delay if I want something to
When there's space.
feel like it's further away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sick.
Yeah.
All right. Dope.
It's good.
Because I need that echo.
Right. I was gonna say
When there's
on
space, yeah.
transient heavy things.
Oh, so you get
'Cause-
the...
Right. I want the.
Oh, there you go.
I want if it's
Yeah.
really close, then there's gonna be none.
Yeah.
But I usually like on almost anything I
That
want.
Jack U snare sound.
No, I don't want it to almost be audible at all. I just want
Get it?
just like a little bit
Oh,
of
a little
flam,
flammage.
just a little bit of flam,
A little bit of flam.
because it also gets it out of the way of the transient. So mixing wise, it's going to be easier.
Yeah, your
It-
transient's nice and
Right, it
fucking
just gets it right out of the way.
Love a flam.
It's like a flam. I love flan. I love flam.
Flan.
Love phlegm.
Okay. What's the? This is an arbitrary one. What's the next phase of EDM?
Oh.
Oh, love this. This is not a rapid fire question.
It is,
Um,
but it's not. It is because I wrote it down.
I gotta give a little side tangent on this one real quick because it's great. If anybody knows Anthony Fantano, I was on one of his Twitch streams one time and
Okay.
I asked him this question. I was like, "Where do you see EDM in like 20 to 50 years?" And of course, he was just like, "I don't fucking know. Like 20 to 50 years, like that's an absurd question."
Right.
But then him just being a goober that he is, he was like, "Oh yeah, all the dubstep kids who are all cracked out on cocaine and everything. He's like, they're gonna be like 90 and still just blowing rails to like 2010s rhythm."
Oh God.
And I was like, "That's sick." Yeah.
D&B is really pooping way more.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
hey,
Amen.
DMB is here to stay.
Honestly, I
And
agree
Tech
with that.
House can suck a dick and go away.
Yeah.
Tech House
A
can go
little,
away.
yeah.
It
Tech
rhymes,
House
so it's true.
is going to be replaced with UKG, little UK
Actually,
garage.
it's a good song I just wrote.
What was it?
DMB is here to stay, and Tech House can
go away.
Yeah.
Where do I see it? I don't know. Definitely, I think things are gonna get weirder because we've already done all the normal things. There's always gonna be that pop, easy listening element to it, but like, yeah, I think the left field stuff is gonna get way more popular, more experimental stuff, more wonky.
Right. I was gonna say it's gonna get faster.
Faster.
At least in the immediate future. I think it's going to get faster.
Is this your theory of...
Yeah, the next phase. Because the next phase, I would say, is like the next 4 years.
Okay. You're talking just like the next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years, maybe 10 years, but
so
not
you're saying
even.
like Party B kind of music?
Yeah. It's going to be faster. It's going to be a little more genre-less. In terms of
that's a huge one.
Like everything's starting to mash together so much, and your good set or your good show for a DJ, I would say, is like 4 different genres in like an hour,
and everyone's okay with an hour, which is cool.
Everybody should be fine with it.
Yeah,
everybody should just enjoy the ride.
I think that's going to be the biggest one for sure. Is the genre-less stuff and more just everybody being okay with anything.
Right. Everybody's getting lost in the sauce when it comes to subgenres anyways. At some point, it's just going to be like, I don't know, it's fucking techiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
it
electronica.
Sounds like Dirty Bird. It sounds like whatever the fuck.
It's got an aesthetic.
Yeah, it'll be more of an
Cyborg
aesthetically driven situation than it will be a genre driven situation, probably.
There'll probably still be the people, making tech house.
You're going to get your Fisher
right
that comes in and then like blows the shit out of everything, and then all of America's like, oh my god, give me more tech house, I need this,
right.
Please, it makes me wet.
Okay.
Makes me
I didn't answer.
What's your answer?
Yeah.
Faster. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think that it's going to get. People are going to get a lot better with making, like more unique kind of fucking vibes and sound. Like,
I hope so.
Like, it feels really stale, kind of all around right now, unless you're in like drum and bass, like top tier, like fucking Noisia, Fam drum and bass, which even them. They're
still kind of
like,
homogenizing a little bit.
Yeah, it's like still starting to kind of blend into itself. So everybody's just got to like keep trying to escape the fucking whatever the status quo is.
Right.
I say status,
Status quo.
And
we're from Greenland.
Greenland. That's how we say it out there.
Anyways, I didn't answer it. Continue.
Okay.
That was a rapid fire question right there.
I like that. What is your favorite kind of EDM arrangement? I will give you 3 options. You ready?
Yeah.
Wow!
Intro, build up, drop, outro.
Okay.
Intro, build up, drop, outro.
Oh, a little shorty.
Intro, build up, drop, outro.
We have to choose of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference between the second and the third one is the third one has 2 drops.
The drop is just twice as long.
Okay.
The first drop's twice as long. The first one has 2 drops. The second one's just a little tiny boy.
Yeah.
Well, get
just
in, get
out of those 3, what is my favorite?
Out of those 3.
I mean, if you have an alternative that you were like, this one's better.
I would probably go 3.
Yeah, same. That's because 3. It's the best.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Am I wrong, folks?
Come on. You get to
says
chill in the
she
vibe.
held it in.
I almost said 1. She held it in.
I mean, that's the a classic. That's the OG.
He wants the breakdown.
You want the breakdown to
Which
rebuild.
It's fair to want a breakdown.
Yep.
I like
it. Okay.
I think you can still have a breakdown in the third one, but it's not. There's no build up. That's the difference with like the first one is a build up then a drop.
Yeah.
Where in the third one you could have a little breakdown in between those drops if you wanted to, but it's not. You can't.
Oh, you didn't put a breakdown in between those drops. I didn't know I could have one.
It just broke down.
Just broke down during the breakdown, dude.
Break down.
Break it down.
You could also, if you do have just
break it on down.
2 drops back to back, you implement the like smaller first section drop to have like the last 2 bars or 4 bars
Correct.
be
Correct.
whatever
be
thing.
your little breakdown.
Yeah. I think I go through.
You're right.
Yeah.
I did not specify very clearly.
It's okay. You're coming up with these off the top of your head. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Sheldon
slaving
with the
away
one,
for weeks on
Yeah.
figuring out
Slaving.
the rapid fire questions. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Pick-
Fuck
Soda.
off, TikTok.
Thought.
next
You're
one.
not joining.
Guys, go to twitch.tv/always400 official.
Yeah.
That is TikTok.
And then go fuck
Dot.
yourself. Because we're almost done.
TikTok.tv/always400dicks.
Yeah, that's right. Or always400.com.
That works too.
That's where the shit is.
This one's fun. Automating your width from wide to mono or from mono to wide when headed into a drop.
Wide to mono, for sure. All day. All the time.
Yeah,
Every time.
both.
Both.
Ooh, according to stipulations.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's a case sensitive.
It
kind of
is
a
quite case
situation.
sensitive. What would make you want to go from mono to wide?
It depends on what my drop is.
Oh.
Is my drop mono-y? Is it more mono
Look
or
at
is
you,
it more
Helladin.
wide?
Yep. Hell yeah. I
Depends on the
100% agree.
Oh, he
Yeah.
gets it.
Yeah. Eldon.
Yeah, it 100% depends on the drop. Okay.
Depends on the drop. That's fair.
So last rapid fire
wait,
question.
you got to answer.
Oh, mine is the exact same.
Same as his?
Yeah,
Okay.
it really depends. Although on normal basis,
It was a
goes
trick
from wide
rapid
to mono.
fire question, and
Yeah,
you failed.
I failed. I failed the test.
No, I mean you passed. It was either pass.
There are no wrong
or
answers.
yeah, correct. And the points are made up.
That's right.
High or drunk production?
Oh, high all day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Without a doubt. Yeah.
I'll go high as well.
Same.
That's a fun one.
Same. High.
I'll do that
And
here shortly.
Sheldon
Yeah,
also
yeah.
says all day, baby.
All day, baby.
Hi, baby. Hi.
Come to Denver. dude.
Way more creative. Yeah.
You'll
you,
probably
you
like it
feel
here.
everything more. You just like get sucked into it.
There's lots of good weed
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Especially like a nice, like straight to the vein, just
Indica.
heroin.
oh, heroin.
Obviously,
Yeah. I was
really
gonna
gets
say.
the creative juices flowing.
Oh yeah, or a little bit of meth. If you're trying to make some rhythm, fucking just get amped before the sesh.
The inspiration from
I have
being
a hard
drunk,
time
for sure.
focusing on my keys in that situation, but that's just me.
Too much shaking.
Sheldon brings up a good point. If you're drunk, you get inspiration, but no motivation.
Oh,
Unless
that
you're
is-
a poon,
unless you're
in
poon.
which he'll stay up all night and make some dog shit
Yeah, he will.
that he thinks
loves-
is the best thing ever.
Well, sometimes he'll break through,
Yeah, he does.
which is, I assume, why he continues to do it. Because 1 out of 10 times he'll
No.
come out with like some sauce, and you're
No,
like,
he just really likes alcohol.
yeah.
That is one thing
That's
about
what's going
yeah,
on.
getting slammed and making music. Like you're just so sloppy, and you think everything is like the shit, and it's probably not.
Sometimes when you're drunk as fuck, you just think everything that you do
Yeah.
is pure gold.
Yeah.
And then you come back the next
Yeah.
day and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Right.
It is fun
What
to
the fuck am I doing?
listen back to your tracks drunk, though,
True.
because you
That
might
is great.
you'll
yeah.
notice some things sometimes just being kind of a little more loose and less analytical. You'll just kind of
Exactly.
pick up on vibes that you're like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense. Why did I do that?
Yeah.
I tried to be way too technical when I really just needed to simplify that.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of puts you in the headspace of the average club goer,
Right.
You know, because they're
Yeah.
hammered,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you just got to make sure the vibe is correct.
Yeah. Plus, like when it's a
Dude,
song you made
true.
yourself, you're always just gonna listen back and like not really listen like the common listener. So when you are drunk and like we're just DJing and it comes up on the decks, you can just kind of like
Right.
just actually hear it.
It's pretty nice. It is pretty nice, and because you're not usually producing hammered, so you're not really hearing it with those ears a lot of times. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I think drunk feedback, Mr. She Don, should be
That would be fun.
that.
drunk feedback.
We could have Sheldon start his own Always 400
Drunk feedback.
drunk feedback stream.
Dude.
Yep.
If you
Let's
move
go, right?
to
Yeah,
Denver,
move to Denver.
you
I'll
can,
do it with you. I love doing the feedback.
Yeah, you can
streams.
have one night a week in the studio to run drunk feedback.
I love it. First time in chat
There you
ever,
go.
and we're already like, you're our brother.
Yeah.
You're
Move on out
family.
here, bro.
There is a extra room to be
Let's
had.
go. You're down.
That's true too. Hit us up on Discord. We got things to talk about.
Yes.
I just ruined my life. Yep.
You don't have to do it often, just like once a week or whatever.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine.
Drunk feedback.
On Drunk Feedback's note, folks, go to always400.com. Follow, subscribe, like, all the things. We love you guys so much.
Always 400.
We don't promote this, so that's how it grows. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Always400.com.